Hello, good morning. This morning's I suppose you might call it a bit of a revelation for myself. Sometimes we have these thoughts of the day that come from deep down inside oneself. I think we all know what life was like, remember what life was like as a young person growing up in a normal, everyday family. How mum and dad would do their roles in life, and how the children that they bore or they bear, as your mother would have done, do their part in a family unit. I really talking about everyday events, getting up each morning, going to school, having a weekend together with one's mum and dad, if you were lucky to be brought up in a mum and dad family unit. But for me, this morning I woke up with the realization that I'm getting old. Ooh, that's a hard thing to swallow. Because I always look out of these little eyes here, my little blue eyes, and I suppose I put it away every day. I put it away. It's just a number. Getting older. This May I'll be May 25. I'll be 77 years old. Popeye look today. I hope for not too much longer. But I realise that since I've been here, life has made a big turn in the sense that things have happened to me that I didn't realise were important, but I've had to realise that I'm getting older. I'm going to need people I'm told that I need people to look after me as I get older. And as a fairly strong and independent physically person, a physical person, I've always done things for myself, and I've done things in that order of importance that I felt was important to me on every day. Sometimes, sometimes the need to dress up and present myself to the world in a certain way has never been at the top of my list, hence my teeth. But also, more importantly, as a physically hard-working person, I'll throw my clothes on, and I use these words not sparingly, but realistically. I throw my clothes on, wash my face, what do they call it? Shave and a shampoo or something like that. And I set out on every day as to what I want and need to do each day around the home or around the property, whether here or Australia or New Zealand. But since I've been here, I've been, I suppose, made aware that life doesn't have to be like that. Now, you could say, well, okay, why does it need not to be like that? He said. Because when somebody cares for you, it sometimes can feel a little bit overpowering. It can feel that they're taking away your own independence. And I know that they're doing it because they care for you. And they're trying to show you that, come on, you need to get up. Come on, you need to have a shower. Your clothes are on the bed there. Breakfast will be when you finish. All those sorts of things are, I suppose, a friendly, or you could say a loving, caring nudge. And having a carer is a bit like that. If they're doing their job, if you call it a job, but if they're doing things the way carers or somebody who cares for you, that's what they'll be doing. But as an older person, sometimes those nudges take a little longer to get here. And you start to realize that you're, in a way, being suggested that you're becoming maybe a bit more childlike. You have to be a bit more childlike in your acceptance. To have a carer care for you, or wife, girlfriend, whoever, if they wish to treat you that way, they're doing it for your own sake. And that's a hard pill to swallow for a fiercely independent person such as myself. Like I'm not capable of choosing my clothes, putting on my clothes, putting away the dirty linen for the wash. All these things are taken for granted that of course you can do them. But what if somebody else did it for you? Imagine being King Charles, having a personal dresser, somebody almost to wipe his own bum. Maybe they have royal bum wipers. I don't know, but we need to hold on to our independence as long as we can, because imagine what it must be like to start to lose that total independence of one's life and allow others to take over that role for you for the good. But nevertheless, it's a sort of a feeling almost, and don't take me wrong, but it's a feeling of, I can't actually think of the word, it a little bit demeaning, really, but it's not meant to be. But nevertheless, when people tell you they care, and they say, but you don't look after yourself, or you should do this, and you should do that, we should listen. I suppose we should listen. And Filipinos tend to do that. Filipinos do it naturally. They want to present the person in their home outside to the world. It's almost like you have to have your best clothes on even to do painting, or maybe grinding with a clean t-shirt every 10 minutes. But I can recall being told, you don't go up the road like that, or just because you had to go and get an extra bucket of paint, you should change your shirt, go up there. But when your whole life you've been used to being a hard-working bum, concentrating on the job at hand, you're not worried about what other people think. But here in the Philippines, image, what you're doing, what you have, what you're perceived to have, is something that we as foreigners tend to forget. This is Popeye signing off for another day, a thought for the day. Many thoughts as I go to Manila today to organize my visa stamp to go into the new passport. So, wish me luck. Bye now.